As with any industry as large as SEO, you will come across many different opinions about the most effective ways to approach site optimization. And though many of these tactics can work and the idea of which is best is largely subjective, there is one distinction you need to be aware of: white hat versus black hat SEO. So, in this lecture, we will get into the differences between white hat and black hat SEO, as well as the strategies and techniques involved in each SEO. We will also discuss our less common middle category and answer the question, what is grey hat SEO? So, if you want to know more, keep listening to learn about these different approaches to search engine optimization and how to create a strategy that will not put your business at risk. Stay connected. Assalamualaikum viewers, this is Arfa Tuba and you are watching Learning with AT. Let's start our topic with the importance of SEO. If you recall my lecture about SEO, then we have discussed the importance of SEO in detail. I have also mentioned the link in the description if you missed that lecture. You all have heard that quality over quantity is a great motto for life. But is it also the key to SEO? With all the complex layers that come along with practicing effective search engine optimization, it can seem overwhelming to figure out what should be prioritized. Let's set one thing straight. There is no golden technique with SEO. In fact, everyone practices it slightly different depending on what works best for their website and brand. There is a fine line between playing around with tactics that work for your website and manipulating search engine algorithms to up your rankings. Now, what are white hat and black hat SEO? The difference between good and bad SEO practices is known as white hat and black hat SEO. The terms white hat and black hat actually come from old Western movies where the good characters would typically wear white cowboy hats and the bad guys would wear black ones. Today, SEO experts have coined the terms white hat and black hat SEO to differentiate between good and bad search engine optimization practices. It is crucial to understand the difference between white hat and black hat SEO. White hat SEO techniques are heroes. These are the tactics that work within search engines used to improve a site's search engine result page rankings. It refers to the use of techniques and strategies that target a human audience as opposed to a search engine. Those who use white hat SEO expect to make a long-term investment on their website as the results last a long time. Black hat SEO techniques are villains. These are the tactics and strategies that may get a site higher SERP rankings but are unethical and violate search engine guidelines. It focuses only on search engines and not so much on a human audience. Black hat SEO is typically used by those who are looking for a quick return on their site rather than a long-term investment on their site. The consequences of black hat SEO can possibly result in your site being banned from a search engine and de-indexed as a penalization for using unethical techniques. Now, we are moving to strategies of white hat and black hat SEO. First, we will discuss three main criteria a white hat strategy meets. It follows search engine guidelines. The most widely accepted definition of white hat SEO is that it follows Google's webmaster guidelines. These are the rules that Google has laid out to define the proper way to optimize a site. These rules can essentially be summed up with one simple idea, which is don't be manipulative. So, in general, if you are not attempting to manipulate rankings or deceive Google's algorithm, you are likely following their guidelines and using white hat SEO. It focuses on a human audience. White hat SEO involves making changes that are beneficial to our site visitors. And when you consider that Google's top priority is to provide their users with the best possible results, it makes sense that this is an essential component of the right way to do SEO. Fortunately, many of the most effective SEO strategies already involve taking steps that improve the experience a site provides its visitors. Tactics like publishing high quality content and improving page load times improve the value that users get from a site and the ease with which they can navigate it, making them upstanding. It takes a long-term approach. Strategies that follow Google's guidelines and create a positive user experience are often more time and work intensive. This means that it will take time to see the results you want. But on the flip side, white hat SEO also has a much more lasting impact. That's because when you use strategies that are designed to improve your overall site experience, you can achieve steady rankings for your target keywords. Since it involves investing in content that can generate results for years to come and using tactics that don't put you at risk for consequences from Google, white hat is a more long-term approach. Now we are moving towards a black hat SEO strategy. If a tactic meets the following criteria, then it can be classified as a black hat. It violates search engine guidelines. Black hat tactics violate Google's guidelines and in many cases are directly referenced in these guidelines as practices you should not use. It relies on manipulative tactics. Black hat SEO relies on manipulating Google's algorithm to improve rankings. To put it simply, if a tactic is designed to make Google think that a site provides more value to users than it really does, it is deceptive, and it is black hat SEO. It focuses on quick wins. Many of the strategies involved in black hat SEO are focused on exploiting loopholes in Google's algorithm that can lead to improvements in rankings without much work. And while some of these tactics can produce results, they are almost always short-lived. That's because Google is constantly improving its algorithm to provide the best results to searchers and to prevent site owners who don't provide a great site experience from ranking well. This means that sites using black hat strategies are at risk of losing their rankings every time there is a new algorithm update. This makes it a much more short-term approach than white hat SEO. Now we will discuss white hat SEO techniques. Here are some of the top white hat SEO tactics you can use to play by the rules to boost your website's presence. Number 1 is quality content. Creating quality content is important because it shows the search engines that your site is unique and appropriate to display. It is important to add new relevant content regularly. The more content rich your site is, the better as it will appear to be more valuable to these search engines, human visitors and webmasters who would most likely link to your site. Always remember that quality content is king. Content relevant keywords. It is based on disciplined research around page content. Researching keywords that are both short and long tail and are relevant to your site is necessary to do as well. Be sure to include keywords naturally in headings, link anchor text and page titles. Also, pay attention to keyword usage. Stick to one primary keyword and 2 or 3 secondary supporting keywords. Keyword-rich page titles and metadata. They are also mandatory. It's easy to overlook or underestimate these areas, but optimization is low-hanging fruit for most sites. Lean code. Lean code and semantically structured markup language, including the use of keyword-rich heading elements on your pages, aid search engines in finding what they are looking for when crawling your site. Authoritative inbound links. Attaining authoritative inbound links takes time and dedication, but the tremendous impact on how you rank in SERPs and increase overall site traffic make it well worth the effort. Simple website navigation. It generally boosts where your site places in organic search rankings. It also helps visitors find what they need without getting frustrated, which is a win for potential conversions. Fast page loading times. It is a necessity because, like simple navigation or mobile optimization, responsive sites don't frustrate visitors or encourage bounce. Sites that are slow in responding to visitor requests generally rank lower in SERPs because the user experience is put at risk. Now, black hat SEO techniques. Here are some of the top black hat SEO tactics to avoid when boosting your website's availability. Keyword stuffing. It is when black hat SEOs attempt to manipulate their website's rankings by repeating their main target keywords unnaturally and out of context. It is clear when keyword stuffing is taking place as the text typically sits outside of the main content and makes little sense when read aloud. It is an outdated strategy that will not work with Google and Bing's algorithms today and is almost certain to result in a penalty. Meta keyword stuffing. It is the placing keywords unnaturally in web page meta tags, page titles, or backlink anchor tags but doesn't positively impact your SEO. In fact, it can turn away search engine crawlers. Link farming. It is the process of gathering a whole batch of unrelated website links that are typically hidden from actual site visitors. Being listed on such a page will not get you traffic. In fact, it potentially puts you at risk of having your site flagged. Content blocking. Search engine spiders are shown content that doesn't appear in the user's browser. This dual path helps site rank for irrelevant content and provides unwitting users with results other than that which they expected. A basic example would be providing HTML to search engines while showing images or flash files to human users, which is a classic trick of spammers. Publishing bad content. It provides no value to visitors and reflects poorly on you. Scraping or copying content from other sites was once nearly undetectable by search engines, which made it a bit of a rankings benefit. Now, Google and other search engines have algorithms in place that not only recognize duplicate content but instantly downrank sites for duplication or other low quality content. Hidden text. It is a text that is colored to match the background color of a web page so that it cannot be visible to the viewer. Hidden text is also commonly implemented by black hat SEOs in hopes to sneak extra text or relevant keywords onto the web page to appeal to search engines. Sometimes the text is even written in a font size of 0. This is a deceptive strategy. Advanced search engine crawlers will likely catch on this sneaky tactic and lower your ranking. Last one is manipulative links. Manipulative links or link schemes are one of the most common black forms of black hat SEO. Mutual backlinking occurs when black hat SEOs hide links in various parts of their sites, block comments, and even physically hidden font size 0 or matching the background color of the web page. Since adding links to your content is a good way to up your rankings, black hat SEOs pack them into their sites even when they add no value to their content to rank higher. Again, This malicious strategy is likely to be shut down quickly by search engines. Now we will discuss briefly about what is grey hat SEO. Although this is a less common term, you will sometimes hear SEO refer to grey hat tactics. Grey hat SEO is unofficially defined as SEO practices that belong in neither the black hat nor white hat category because the terms of service regarding the issue are unclear. In most cases, they could be considered manipulative, but Google has not named them as practices to avoid. So, while they might be less risky than the tactics Google has explicitly defined as bad, they still hold the potential for consequences. For example, tactics like creating doorway pages, building microsites, and submitting to link directories are all considered grey hat. Now, conclusion. SEO can help or hinder your site success depending on the hat that you choose to wear. White hat SEO is a powerhouse, delivering relevant content, clicks, higher visibility, more conversion opportunities, and other business builders. Black hat SEO, on the other hand, is fraught with risk, potential fines, site shutdowns, bounces, a dissatisfying user experience, and a loss of conversion opportunities. Techniques that are typically used in white hat SEO include using keywords and keyword analysis, doing research, rewriting meta tags for them to be more relevant, backlinking, link building, as well as writing content for human readers. While the techniques used in black hat SEO include keyword stuffing, link farming, hidden text and links, and blog content spamming. While if we talk about grey hat, then it doesn't fall in white nor in black hat SEO. So be sure you are educated about which tactics are white and black so you can choose the right ones. This is all for today. If you have any queries or want to give any suggestions, then please put them in the comment section and I will get back to you. We will meet in next video inshallah. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.